Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with the next update for the Deck of Panning project. This project was created by Emilynmax, and I will of course have her link down below, as well as a collaboratory playlist with everyone else who's doing this project. I absolutely love this project. It's so much fun. It's a prompt-based project where you use a deck of cards to randomize your prompt, and Emily has kindly each month created a game board that she shuffles, and all of the cards kind of shuffle around with what the prompts are. The only cards that stay the same are the face cards, or like, yeah, the face and the aces and all of that kind of stuff. I'm probably not doing the best job explaining it, but I will refer you back down to Emily because she will be better at explaining the rules in her introduction video, so make sure to check that out if you're new to this project, which I'm assuming most of you guys aren't. But I'm gonna jump straight into the video and the progress. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. Let's jump into the video. So we're going to start off with the first product, which has actually been in for 3 months now. It's the longest standing product in this project, and I was really hoping to hit pan on this one or hit my goal on this one very early on, but it's just taken forever. And that is, I rolled this in for eyeshadow, I believe, and what I decided to go with was the Carly Bible palette from Anastasia, and my goal with this was just to hit pan on any of the shades. So I think I do have some footage of what this one looks like, so I'm going to insert that here. So this is what it looked like at the introduction. It has some use, but nothing too extreme. Yeah, I used it a little bit, and it's actually an inherited palette, so it has some use from its previous owner, but yeah, not too much. Then in the first month I only reached for 2 of the shades. I reached for the shade Bowley and Mandela 2 times each, and this is what the palette looked like at that point. And in the second update I didn't reach for either of those at all, which was a shame. However, in the last month I have reached for one of the shades, and as you can see, this is what the palette looks like now. And I'm not sure if you can spot it, but I do have a pan in this palette in the shade Bowley, which is the first shade in the palette, and it took me 2 additional uses to hit pan on that shade. So yes, I'm really happy to finally have pan on this palette right there. It's not the biggest pan, but there is a pan. So I'm really happy, and this one is going to roll out. Yeah, it took longer than I thought. Hitting a pan shouldn't take 3 months, but I've just been so overwhelmed with all lashes that I'm panning that I forgot about this palette, and it is what it is. But I'm happy again that I was able to hit my goal this month at least, and I will of course replace it at the end of the video with a new prompt. The next product that we have is something that I rolled in for the long haul, and I decided to go with a bronzer, and that is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Matte bronzer. In the shade, does it have a shade name? Yes, in the shade Light Medium. So this is what it looked like at the introduction. You can see I had a little bit of use on it, but not too much. And my goal with this, by the way, is to finish it. That's why it's in for the long haul. After 1 month of working on this product, this is what it looked like. I actually only used it 4 times in the first month it was in the project, which is not too much, but I was trying to finish a different bronzer in my year-long project pan, which is why I didn't get too much use. Since then, I have reached for this one 28 additional times, and this is where this bronzer is today. And hopefully you can see, I mean, you can very clearly see that I have hit pan on this one, and it's also quite a large pan now. I'm so pleased with that. 28 additional uses for a total of 32. So yeah, that is what the product looked like today. So yes, I'm so excited to have pan on this bronzer. It has expanded quite a lot, like I said, since I hit pan on it. I hit pan on this one after 12 uses, so 8 additional uses this past month. And considering I had 28 uses this month, I have used it 20 times since I pan on it, which is why that pan is so large. Since I'm planning to finish this bronzer though, it's going to be in for quite a lot longer. But I'm happy to see the pan, and also now when we have pan, it's going to be easier to track the progress and see how much is moving. So yeah, very excited about this bronzer, but of course it is staying in. We have one more product that came in 2 months ago, and I rolled this one in for Project Graveyard. So this product is one that I actually worked on in this project earlier in the year, and I wanted to pan on it in that project, and that is the Stila Magnificent Metal. So this is what it looked like at that point. I had a tiny pan in this product, but this is what it looked like. My goal with this product is to use it 50 times, and I did really great in the first update. I reached for this one 14 times, which is quite a lot for an eyeshadow, especially considering I'm panning so many eyeshadows. So yeah, this is what it looked like at that point. However, However, since then I haven't done nearly as well. I actually only reached for this one additional time, and this is where it is today. So honestly, I don't even know if you will be able to see a difference because I only did use it that one time. But I'm happy that I did get some use out of it at least. I'm hoping obviously to get more use out of it than once a month. I'm currently standing at 15 uses, which means that I have 35 left to go. And who knows, like maybe I could technically get that out in like 2 months time, probably. I mean, technically in 1 month's time, but more realistically 2 months. However, since I've been slacking in the past month, it might take 3 more months, we'll see. But I'm hoping to get some really good progress on this product within those months before those 50 uses, because ultimately I do ideally want to finish this product this year. But yeah, this is of course again what it looks like, and it is also staying in the project since I still have quite a few uses to go. The last 2 products that we have rolled in last month, and I'm trying to think what this prompt was that I rolled this one in for. I can't remember what I rolled this one in for. I'm trying to think if it was like a multichrome or something you want a pan or whatever it was, but I will look it up and I will put it on screen so you can see what the prompt was. But I decided to roll in my single eyeshadow from Cleona in the shade Line of Queens, which is one of their glitter vibrant multichromes. It's actually what I'm wearing on my eyes today. Yeah, you won't probably be able to see any of the shifts, but it is what I'm wearing on my eyes today. It has this like bronziness straight on, which is what you see now, but it also goes into like a green and like a blue even, and pink and peach, and I don't know, I'm trying to look at it in the pan. It has a lot of shifts, but it's hard to see in the pan, but I'm wearing it on my eyes today. So this one, like I said, I rolled in last month, and this is what it looked like at that point. My goal for this eyeshadow is to reach for it 10 times, so obviously I've only worked on it 1 month, and in that time I have reached for this one 3 times, and this is what it looks like today. So I'm not sure if you can see any of like difference in this product, but I did reach for it 3 times. Super pleased with that. We are almost 1/3 of the way through, and I've really been enjoying this eyeshadow. It's super pretty. Today, like I said, I'm wearing this one, and I'm almost wearing it as like a one shadow look. I'm wearing some matte browns like all over my lid and into my crease. And then I just put it all over the lid with an inner corner highlight, and it's been super pretty, and that's how I've been wearing it 2 out of 3 times. So I'll probably keep wearing it that way too if I just want a simple eye look. So yes, we have, like I said, 3 uses on this product. The Cleona like sign embossing is starting to wear off, but yeah, that is what it is, and I still have 7 more uses to go, so it definitely will be staying in the product too. And for this one, I'm foreseeing it to stay in at least 2 more months, but we'll see how it goes. Then the last product we have to talk about today is a setting spray, and I rolled this one in for, I believe, spray. I think that's the prompt. And I decided to go with my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray, which is obviously like one of their setting sprays. It's the partner product to the Grip Primer. And I'm actually wearing both of those products today because I'm going to the office in a bit. It's currently 6:30 and I need to leave here in 15 minutes, but that should be fine. But anyway, I rolled this one in, and I rolled this in for 30 uses. I didn't mark it at last update, but yeah, if you watched that, you might remember what it looked like, but I think it was definitely a bit higher than it is now. However, in this past month, I have reached for this one quite a bit. Again, I have 30 uses on it, and so far I have reached for this one 12 times. So this is how much product I have left. My goal isn't to finish it or anything, but I just want to get some decent use out of it, and it's sitting right there. I don't think I'm going to finish it in those 30 uses, but I do think I'm going to get quite far in it. But again, we're going to have to see how it goes. Since I only have 18 uses to go, I was thinking that originally like I might be able to get that use up in the next month. However, I'm actually not going to go to the office for the next 2 months and a bit because they're doing some renovation work, so we're all going to work remotely for the summer. And today is actually my last day in the office, which is exciting. And it's actually the day this video is going up to, so it's the 20th. That's the last day for me in the office until September, basically. So since I'm not going to go to the office anymore, I don't think I'm going to need like longevity as much as I used to, so that might slow down this product. But yeah, I think even if I don't get it out in 1 month's time, it should definitely be doable in 2 months, because obviously I'm still going to go out, I'm going to go out for dinners, I'm going to go out, you know, see friends, stuff like that, and I think this is a really good product for that, especially in summer. I think this is going to be quite useful, so we'll see. Maybe it can be out next month, but I doubt it. I think it's going to be more likely 2 months, but again, we're just going to have to see how it goes with this product. But again, this one is staying in, and we only have one rollout this month. So since I had goal on that eyeshadow palette, the Coribago palette and pan on the shade Boli, I will be replacing one of the products like I said. So I have my deck of cards right here, and I'm just going to go ahead and shuffle it. I'm going to shuffle it on camera without looking, just to make sure that I get something completely random. So I'm going to shuffle it, and then I'm also going to cut the deck, and we're going to go ahead and just pick the top card, and that is going to be a face card, and it's the Queen of Spades. No, not Queen of Spades, sorry, Queen of Diamonds. I just sometimes completely mess up the like suits for cards, but yeah, it's clearly a Queen of Diamonds, so let me check what that is. So I went ahead and I picked out my product, but the card that I rolled was obviously Queen of Diamonds, and Queen of Diamonds was pick your space, and for that you need to pick something within the same suit, so diamonds. So for those categories we had bronzer, which was out because I had that bronzer that I'm currently working on. I'm not going to roll in a second bronzer. We had sentimental, focus, fragrance, pattern, broken, black on makeup brand, multi-purpose, influencer collab, and brand. So those were the categories, and it wasn't the easiest categories to pick from. However, I have ended up going for something for my focus category, and for this one, if I remember correctly, it's just basically rolling in a product that helps you bring focus to your goals for the year, your planning goals, all of that kind of stuff. So I'm crazy, but I decided to go with some more eyeshadows, and the eyeshadows that I decided to go with is this palette right here, upside down. It's this palette right here, which is from Cleona, and that is the Deep Sea Treasures palette, which looks like this. The reason why I went for this one and why it's falling into my focus is, first of all, what my goal is going to be for this one is to do No Pan Left Behind. It has 8 shades, it looks like this. It's just 8 multi-chromes, super pretty shades. I'm so excited to wear these. But the reason why this is going to help my focus is because every time I do No Pan Left Behind on a palette, it counts into my kind of beauty budget, my eyeshadow bank points, which is obviously a focus for me this year. And then second of all, I am also doing my Big Fat Eyeshadow project for all my eyeshadow palettes. However, this palette is not going to be included because my rules are to do anything larger than quad, so 5 pans and up. And this one has 8, so it should qualify. However, since this one is an all shimmers palette, it's more of an accent palette, I'm not going to do 3 looks 1 palette with this palette in that project, which means that this one might be neglected otherwise. So I'm going to roll this one into this project to reach for No Pan Left Behind. So again, this is what the palette looks like. Super pretty, 8 shades right there, should be quite easy to get through. And I can't wait because some of these shades are absolutely stunning, and I can't wait to wear those. But that is going to be it for my update today. Of course, again, I'm crazy rolling in more eyeshadows, but it is what it is. I think doing No Pan Left Behind on these should be easier at least than like hitting pan or usage goal or something like that. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. For next month, I'm not really sure what I would be able to have out. I think potentially, again, the only ones that are really like potential is the single from Cleona in Line of Queens, or the setting spray. Those 2 might roll out, or even maybe the new palette that I rolled in from Cleona, the Deep Sea Treasures. That might also roll out next month if I can complete No Pan Left Behind on it that quickly, but we're just gonna have to see. Otherwise, the remaining products is obviously the Steel eyeshadow and the bronzer, which is not gonna roll out next month. But I'm gonna wrap up the video here. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I hope you're having an amazing day wherever you are. I'm gonna go to the office, come home, edit this video, and it's hopefully gonna go up at 6 p.m. UK time tonight. But yeah, I hope you're having an amazing day, and I'll catch you soon. Bye guys!